Does it stop? All this pressure, all this panic, stop. Stuck inside these feelings that keep haunting me. I wish that I could find a drop of peace. Does it stop? I need love to come and say you're safe tonight. I won't let it pull you under. Safe tonight. Even though you feel the thunder, I got you, I'm with you. Keep on holding on to me.
How was that?
That was special.
You like that?
Fancy.
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good production value.
Thank you very much. We've been working top dollar around here. Welcome, everybody, to Curmudgeon's Corner 45, the Pay It Forward campaign.
Yes.
Wow. Can you believe a whole year, Ryan? A whole year.
No, went by very fast.
I mean, as the chairman of this campaign, like, dude, you were just on the show.
Just on the show with a minuscule amount of donations compared to this year.
Crazy, is it not?
It's-
Holy mackerel.
It's insane.
Things have gotten, I mean, just they have exploded. I believe Eileen used the word 100-fold.
Yes.
That's great. It really is great.
So,
Eric's in the house.
How is everybody?
Yes.
What'd you guys do? Are you recovering from the holidays? Did you do anything for the holidays? What does a Californian holiday, Merry Christmas, look like?
Ryan, I'll let you share first.
Well, I have just over 2-year-old, so he's old enough now to understand that the good stuff is in the box when he opens it instead of the box that stuff comes in. And we have a pretty decent sized family, so my house looks like Toys R Us backed a truck up and dumped off a whole shipment into my living room. So that was what we did, but it was great. I can hear him right now running around in there playing with all of his new monster trucks and bluey
That's awesome.
animals.
Oh, Bluey.
So let's try to give it a rundown. We got Humberto, of course. Ghost is in the house. Mary, Tim from Shine Your Light, Texas Dee, Bill Dalton, Shane Stevens. What's going on? Adrian, there's a MVP of this year. Keep going. Bernadette, is it Maher? Because my maternal family line is Maher, not to be mistaken with Mayer, which is like Bill Maher. But yeah, it's Maher. Kimberly MC. What's that?
Chingy Blingy's in the house.
Chingy Blingy. J Farm.
David Boyce.
Kimberly MC. Rick Smith. Masters of the Shine. Dude's name is Ulysses. How cool would it be to go through life with a name like Ulysses?
That would be pretty rad. That's a tall name to live up to.
It's a tall name to live up for multiple reasons.
It's a regal name, I feel like.
Well, I mean, you have the ancient Rome Ulysses, and then you also have the Civil War Ulysses. Like, those are some badass people.
Yeah, we got Ryan from Fine Detailing AZ.
Papa Smurf. Becca Green. The Enthusiast.
Eddie's in the house. Ryan Hansen.
What's up, Eddie?
Saw First from Puerto Rico says he has 4 sons, so I'm sure he's familiar with all of the cartoon theme songs.
Yeah. David Boyce. Judith. She was a nominator this year.
Oh, Chris M. Hey, we didn't forget about you, Chris. We see you.
I haven't gotten there yet. Fine Detailing. Amir, he is a nominator. Miller Detailing. Did you say Miller Detailing already?
I did.
He's a solid dude.
Absolutely.
Janice
Newton.
Janice.
Janice?
No, Janice. I like Janice. I'm with it. All right.
Yeah.
So, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Curmudgeon's 45. Happy Pay It Forward campaign. This is what it's all about. We got so many donations this year.
Oh my God. It was insane.
I was dreaming about it. There was so much stuff. I was just dreaming. And last night was tough to sleep. There was so much to do to get ready for.
You know what it is? You know what it is that you obviously shared, and I'm sure you shared with Brian as well, like pictures of all the things you received. But it was like, and of course, like seeing those pictures, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much stuff. But then you sent me the spreadsheet, and I was like, whoa! Yeah. Once you had the like itemized, it was insane.
Seeing it was a lot, but then seeing the list was like,
yeah.
How?
Are you kidding?
Seems like a store, like a detailing store's inventory sheet up to date.
It was so cool to see.
So before we get too much farther down this road, there's something that I need to do. All right, so there's something that I need to do.
Are you gonna get emotional on us?
And there's a reason why we started this program so early tonight, because unfortunately. Eileen is a baller on a schedule, and so if you would give me a moment, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh, what is he up to? You know, I didn't hear the end of it. As soon as I told him that like I had something planned tonight, it was like he sent me an email. He had to dig at it. He sent me a text message. He had to dig at it. I mean, this guy is like.
I told him. I said what I think he was. I'm assuming that he was worried because I have a newborn and a toddler that he's like.
Yeah, it makes it harder to change.
But I'm fine. My mother.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eileen.
Oh God.
Happy birthday to you. All right, I'm gonna need you to blow out the candle.
Oh, nice.
Well done. Well done. Happy birthday, Eileen. She got birthday plans tonight, kids, and so she's going to be getting out of here early.
Well, I appreciate you guys for adjusting the schedule to that.
Whatever. Anything for you, Eileen, apparently.
Right.
I didn't know that
donors,
that's what it was.
Speaking of donors, what is going on? Gandalf is in the house.
Birthday gift that I wanted. Right.
What's cracking? What's cracking? How we doing?
Hey, Christian.
What's going on?
The sexiest Barry White voice I've ever heard.
Yeah, listen to that.
Oh,
do my AirPod Pros make me sound like that? Do I sound like? Feel like I sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks over here. And we got
the 70s.
Christian just got me pregnant with that voice.
Oh, gee. One of those pops, huh? My.
He's just smooth soul.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
Jamie Party is hanging out in Facebook land. That's awesome. All right. So anyway, yeah, we need to get that out of the way. Happy birthday, Eileen.
Happy birthday,
Eileen. Happy birthday.
Next year you're gonna have to change it so that we don't have this.
Oh, okay. I'll work on that. I have
work on your birthday being a different day.
Yeah, for sure.
Aaron's pretty demanding.
A little bit. I'm kind of a curmudgeon taskmaster. A
little bit. So what's going on, Christian? How was Christmas? How was everything?
The day was nice. I ate a lot more than what I wanted to, which is typically what happens during the holidays. But my sister always does a really cool thing at our house, and everybody gets together, and it's just a smorgasbord. We play left, right, center. We have like $75 hands going at the table. It's a bunch of chaos with 15, 20 people, and just all yelling at each other around the table over $3 hands at left, right, center. So it's pretty cool.
I like those kicks you got back there.
Check it, right? A good friend of mine
show him.
Hit me with some heat for Christmas.
Wow, look at that. That is cool.
If there's ever a reason to get any kind of stain on them, Eileen has proven that Typhon gets stains off of white sneakers.
For sure.
They're fire.
Yeah, those are cool.
I'm not gonna lie.
You better put that back in its box there. You need to get finger oil on them.
I don't own any of these boxes, so I got this box as well. So I'm like kind of, I'm just enjoying it for the moment.
The
Very
Biobomb
cool.
Museum of Natural Art. Love it.
Yeah. So what's going on, everybody? How we doing today?
Well, we're supposed to be
Exciting
doing
moment.
a pay it forward campaign, but we're kind of easing into the moment because we don't want to.
I really appreciate the way you gave me an invite to come join today.
Well, I wish that we had.
It was really good though.
All right, so listen. As you are,
you want to share with the people how you invited me or no?
You called me out on your show 2 nights ago.
Oh, here we go.
If I remember correctly. No. So here's the thing. We need. I think that the board needs to get together in the beginning of next year. This thing is growing much bigger than I had ever honestly imagined. I'm just a small little company, and I didn't think that we were gonna make that big of a difference. And then as it's caught wildfire, it's getting bigger. And so having it run between Thanksgiving and Christmas and then immediately doing the award ceremony really kind of jams everybody up. There's no real room to breathe. Obviously, I get sick every year from doing the show.
Not from excessive apple juice.
What's that?
Not from excessive apple juice.
No, as a matter of fact, the apple juice is it helps. If I keep those levels high enough, it kills everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely.
So that being said,
A liver disinfectant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we might have to
Right.
to do the pay it forward and then do the award ceremony in January, kind of like the Super Bowl. Just to give everybody, because I remember Chelsea was like, I got to prep this. I got to do, I got to cook that. I'm going to be here. I think we're going to Pittsburgh. And I'm like, Eileen's taking care of the award disbursements. We just needed your weigh in on who you what you thought as far as the nominations were concerned. So as it continues to get bigger, we might have to spread it out a little bit, it'll still be between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but then Eileen's birthday is, right after Christmas. And then, of course, there's just no time to really plan. To get back to your original question, you and I had talked a couple of months ago about you and me doing it live together down at the warehouse, as opposed to here in the headquarters where I normally do Curmudgeon's Corner. Zero time to plan for any of that. And I'm going in 100 different directions. So when you did bring it back up on your show 2 days ago, I was like, son of a... That was on me. That was on me. It just got away from me. It just gets away from me. So anyway, inappropriate, Papa Smurf, inappropriate and churlish.
Always.
So anyway, the nature of the whole reason why we're all here together tonight is basically it is a time, especially in the detailing world, where it's cold outside, it's wet, it's usually snowy in certain regions of the nation. It's not that funny, dude.
It really is, though.
I'm just saying. The joke is so old, it's not that funny. I don't know why you listen to me.
It's the timing, man. It's the timing.
Yeah.
He's so good with the timing.
All right. Yeah, there you go. See? Yep, exactly.
Thank you, Smurf. It's good to
thank
see
you,
bro.
HM. Thank you for having a little bit of class and dignity. We have guests in the house that don't know our antics. There are nice ladies that have nominated family members.
I know.
And they're just here to see an award ceremony. And
So they're going to read that.
You just lowbrow it every time. Unbelievable. I'm just saying.
Oh, man, my
Hey,
stomach
Juice.
hurts.
Juice, what's up?
Juice.
Anyway, so I have here two of the bigger winners from last year. And I did a follow up, and I asked them the biggest prize winner I read on Thor's podcast the other day. But here's the runner up was the Phoenix Pay It Forward campaign helped me out in more ways than just my detailing business. The generosity of those involved and the gifts that were not only and the gifts given not only allowed me to complete more detailing work, but it also allowed me to offer more services to my customers. As a result of that, I have been able to stay on top of my finances and have been able to do more activities with my children. I was honored when I found out that I was chosen in last year's campaign. I had anything like this happen to me, and it was such a blessing. Thank you to all involved for making it possible. Luke Kosick, aka Wheelchair Luke. He does detailing from a wheelchair. Pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
And then
rad.
the big winner, Adrian was the big winner of last year's Rise from the Ashes Pay It Forward campaign. The grand prize, best of recollection, was everything someone would need to do detailing. My entire all right. I spoke on the phone with Mr. Washington, Adrian's father, who made the nomination for a follow-up on how Adrian was doing. Mr. Washington said, "You literally, and I am not exaggerating, saved my son's life. What you did for him saved his life. You gave him back his confidence. You gave him back his dignity. He started detailing again. And this woman saw him detailing, and her husband had just died. And she went to Adrian and said, I need my car cleaned up, but I don't have any money, and I need to go to the funeral. Adrian told her that he was given all of these tools and that he would detail her car for free. Apparently his detail was so good that other people were asking her where she got her car detailed. I'm going to assume that it wasn't at the funeral. And she told them about Adrian. So they went to Adrian to get their cars detailed. One of those customers owns his own car dealership. That man was so impressed with Adrian that he offered Adrian a job to detail 8 to 9 cars a week at the dealership. You saved my son's life." And I said, I didn't do anything. It's the community that came together, and that everything is done by donations, and that's what this campaign is all about. So,
Shout out to you, brother.
if it wasn't, if we had closed our doors January 1st last year, Ryan, we did our job. Like, mission accomplished.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we have this year's, and we had a really interesting discussion and conversation backstage, and yesterday and the day before. So there are 7 judges. It stemmed from people that were donating stuff, people that volunteered and wanted to be a part of it. I like an odd number so that if there's ever a tiebreaker, Ryan is the chairman of the Pay It Forward campaign. He can make a ruling decision on what he thinks is best. We review all of the nominations together, and one of the judges pointed out that to have these levels or tiers, if you will, can be insensitive to whatever it is that someone's going through. And maybe, everybody deals with demons differently. Everyone deals with problems differently, and whatever is I don't know, the darkness in their lives, they deal with it differently. And so it's not really, it's not really sensitive, or it would be insensitive to basically say, well, this person's problems is bigger than this person's problems. I struggle with that a lot, because it's kind of like, well, you can see where this person's needs are definitely bigger than this person's needs, whatever. But again, the other judges are very right in saying that's not for me to judge. So basically, we get all of these nominations and review what the nominations are, and that's why we changed the nomination process this year to break it down so that we can get kind of a bigger picture on exactly what the needs are. And so when you're dealing with a person's struggles, we need to tailor it, or we try to tailor it to best serve their needs. Like last year we had a nomination for a guy whose house or garage burned down and he lost everything in the fire, and they were looking for money. And we're not a monetary charity. We're not even a charity. This is just something that we did and do to try to help each other out in this community. This community means a lot to me. The pay it forward comes from how I was treated to get to this point. So that being said, we're going to try to stay away from these labels of first place, second place, and so on and so forth, and just kind of disseminate the donations to how we feel it would be most beneficial. And I don't know, Eileen, am I?
How we can help them the best.
Yeah, more like a triage.
Depending on
this guy needs A,
Who
B,
needs-
and C, but
right.
they need D, E, and F.
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kind of
So that's
assign the
kind of what
prizes that way.
we're more focused on, is how to help each of the nominations the best way we can.
Look at the levels this thing's growing to.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's great.
Like you're passing off different packages for people's needs, and you're passing amongst more. It's just a nice little thing, man. You got a good thing going.
Thank you.
Did you see the list, Christian? The donation list?
Aaron showed me a video. It was maybe 2 weeks ago or something. It was absolutely ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
when you
That's
That's
when you
enough
see
for
it,
like 3 mobile detail setups.
really, when you see it itemized, it's
Bananas,
like,
dude.
yeah, it's
For
hard to
sure.
wrap your head around. That's great. There's so many people donated stuff. It really is amazing.
Yeah, it truly is. Community is awesome. It's so much different than any other industry. I've been in a couple of industries over the years, but this one's similar to similar kind of like the restaurant business, right? Like when you work in a restaurant with people, like you're really connected to like the staff. You joke around, you laugh, you like hang out outside of work, whatever. Like the detailing community is kind of the same way. I feel like
Yeah.
everybody kind of treats each other the same way. They're like family. You guys, like we meet up, everybody jumps on the pods, hangs out, it's all junk to each other. Aaron and Smurf have their little lovers quarrels that they have, sometimes public, sometimes not.
Sometimes they add their little love triangle with Adrian in there.
Yeah. It's
Whoa,
best.
whoa. There's no triangle. I stepped out of the room.
Oh, it's just you and Eric. Got it.
No, it's just Eric and Adrian.
Like the fact that like Smurf can't put a picture up that's like really great with him and his family without Aaron just digitally terrorizing it, and literally he like didn't look at the picture and wasn't like, oh, this is a great memory for like Smurf to have. With his
He's like,
son,
how
blah,
can I
blah, blah."
destroy
He was
this
like-
picture?
He was like this, cha-ching, screen grab immediately, right to the thing, boom, splat, bang, send, Merry Christmas. I'm like, damn,
It's a dirty pool right there.
really fast, really
All right,
fast.
did I show you that picture?
No,
Oh,
but
it's
that was
so
awesome.
good,
Oh,
dude.
it's a
It's an eggplant and a splash emoji, basically, to Eric's
Oh,
On
beard.
a family picture with
Going down the roller
I
coaster.
dropped it.
He's in-
I dropped it.
And yeah, like that. Careful, Christian, because he can screenshot
no.
this.
You're right.
Nothing is off limits. Oh
No.
my god.
That's why I laugh so hard, because it's like the banter between those two is just absolutely
great.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I sent it to you, Ryan.
It's really good.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it as soon as we're.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk losing my screen.
It's almost worth
Yeah.
it. It's almost really worth it.
So anyway, in lieu of doing what we have done in the last 2 years, we're just going to basically, as these things came up, as the nominations were nominated, we're just going to read them off like that and say, this is what you got, in no real particular order except for the last two. The last two we're saving for the best to last.
Yeah.
Everybody really did get really
Yeah, we
quality
so much
stuff.
stuff that was donated
Good.
that we were pretty much able to give it to everybody, almost
Good amount.
everybody.
Yeah. No,
for
you're
sure.
totally right.
Really cool.
there was a couple of nominations that were kind of like, oh, it would be really cool if this person got some cool stuff, and you're just kind of like, we're not Santa
Yeah.
Claus. We're
Or
trying
ones
to
that we couldn't help with or have any way of providing someone with more water.
right.
Ones that we couldn't help with. Yeah, everybody that's getting something is getting some really quality, a good amount of quality stuff. Everyone should be pretty stoked.
All right. So that being said, starting off with we're reading who nominated, right? Like this person nominated this person.
Yeah, I think that's cool. It's cool. I like to personally hear when someone's like life of 32 years nominates them. It's a cool tidbit to their story, I think.
Okay, this came in from Madeline Ferra. Ferrara, Ferrara. Fiera. I'm going to go with Fiera. I like it.
Ferrera.
Even from Madeline Fiera. She nominated Kenny Francois. I used to work with this individual in sales. He was saving up to open his own detailing company, and I have watched him start from doing co-workers' cars to quietly getting a work van, establishing business, and now serving luxury cars in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area.
Hey.
Kenny is one of the most hardworking and determined individuals I know. He has dedicated his efforts and time to helping others and always seems to put them above himself. He is truly the type of person we need in this world to give and is a great asset to the detailing community. Receiving these products and tools will allow him to elevate his business and bring top products to his work. It will allow him not to stress about getting the products. It will also allow him to focus on what he loves without burning out due to working several jobs just to keep his detailing business alive. Bop, 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 bop. So, Kenny, this is what you won. We are getting Kenny a 2 bottles of Adams spray waxes. By the way, this is all going to be pints unless otherwise noted. Adams spray wax donated by Nick Fife of NF Detailing. Distinctive Details foaming spot removal aerosols, Distinctive Details orange muscle all-purpose aerosol, and Distinctive Details diamond clear glass cleaner. Several cans of each, all donated by Distinctive Details. Adams wheel cleaner, Adams H2O guard gloss, Adams tire shine, Adams interior dressing, Adams bug remover, Adams detail spray, all donated by Nick Fife from NF Detailing. Griot's Garage undercarriage spray, Vavash glass cleaner, half bottle, slightly used. Purist O2 tire dressing, Koch Chemie ASC, all surface cleaner, slightly used. Turtle Wax graphene acrylic trim restorer, Koch Chemie Top Star, Rip Clean Thrasher carpet cleaner, Adams rinseless wash, and Adams car shampoo, all donated by Nick Fife and Chelsea. Attention to details.
that list. Out the
Guy with the
gate.
soundboard.
Yeah, that was the first guy. What are you going to do? This is going to be a long show if we do it like this.
Maybe don't name every single item. Maybe we just name like
The big
Want
ticket
a bus
items.
load. What?
The big ticket items.
Well, the thing is, like the reason why I wanted to kind of break it down was because I really want to bring it,
highlight the donations.
highlight who
Okay.
donated stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of stuff that like everybody donated so much stuff. Everybody, it was crazy how much stuff was.
Yeah, but I
donated.
think everybody who donated did, and I think I can speak for us at least. I mean, no one. I'm not looking for recognition. I just want to help out, and I think everybody just kind of wants to see. You know, I mean,
The story behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of like everybody did that not because we were looking for the accolades or whatever. We just wanted to be a good person, and we were inspired by what you created and what you do, and You know, to me, that's the reason why we did it. I mean,
Yeah, well, I get that. I appreciate that.
Do you want me to? If you want, what I can
wanna-
do is I can put up the list by name, and we can just show it while you're maybe reading the story. I can put it up on the screen, and people can see what they're getting.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Does that work? So you don't have to list
Yeah.
everything. People can actually see it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Do
I
that.
mean, it's just. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm in a position.
It's a work in progress here.
Yeah, one, it's a work in progress. Two, like all of this stuff is donated from other companies, and like people in other companies. And so, as a steward, I want to do right by them as well. You know what I mean? Because they did it. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like I understand, Christian. I completely 100% know that you're not seeking accolades, but at the same time, well, Ryan, you've known my stress from the very beginning, from episode 1, where it's kind of like, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we have anything to give away. I'm, like I get terrified. I get terrified in the beginning of the year, thinking that I'm not going to have anything to give away. And then I get terrified at the end of the year, not thinking that we're going to have any nominations. So, like,
you're also a business owner, so you're probably used to the ups and downs of the cycles.
yeah. And I mean, like Christian, I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you guys, and the freely giving of stuff. You should at least get some sort of, for lack of a better word, to be really crude, some sort of advertising that you were part of this humanitarian force.
Get out of here, man.
Just roll.
We like helping people.
All right, just roll with it.
We might not like you that much. We might not like you that much at times, but we like helping people, so we're good.
Yeah, if you want, Aaron.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah. Read the story, and then once you're ready, I'll post up what they're getting, and then we'll just skim through it really quick.
And then if the people decide to later on, post to one of your social media sites like they did in previous years, not that we expect any of you guys to or think you should, just if they decide to, then we'll as the viewers get to see on your whichever page they decide to post it on, see the
All right.
the
Eileen,
package.
we're going to Jason Sheets. Agreed. Ryan, I agree with that. Basically, I'm starting from the bottom and I'm going up.
Just give me the name and I'll pull it up.
Jason Sheets, nominated by Rebecca Sheets.
Got it.
Got it?
Go ahead. Yeah, read your thing.
All right. So Jason Sheets. Jason is my husband and just started his detailing business. Jason selflessly gives to everyone in his life with zero complaint. He started his detailing business about 6 months ago to raise money to help us in our infertility journey as we started seeking treatments. His details are always at night and on the weekends after his full-time job, leaving him with little free time. The free time he does get, he serves his friends and family with. Just last week, he fully detailed a car. Someone detailed a car. I guess someone from our church bought, and that had been abandoned, including removing the seats, shampooing, extracting. He even polished the entire vehicle for free. He works on it every day after work for a full week. He gifted free details to our pastor for Pastor's Appreciation Day. He details his parents' vehicles. When the weekend goes by with no details scheduled, Jason is so thoughtful, and he has a servant heart. Since he started out his business, any tools and products would help him get a bit in stock. He has had the items on hand, so that he has the items on hand that he needs, especially for those details that require a little bit more than the standard wash. Unfortunately, Rebecca, I can't do anything about sunsets and cold mornings.
Not yet.
I don't have that power just yet, but I'm working on it.
Look at that list.
Yeah, so Jason's gonna get a bunch of stuff, applicators, a bunch of chemicals. Chelsea donated distinctive details, donated a bunch of spot removers, all-purpose, orange, muscle, aerosol, glass cleaners. Nick 5, he's got a bunch of Adam stuff coming to him, and then the amazing towels from Thor.
Yeah. Shane, I actually I did a little splash, a little screenshot at the end of this video. You'll be able to see. I don't know if you want to take a screenshot of it, but I will. Shane, I definitely will do that for sure. We do usually, typically, what we do on social media when this is all over is we'll post who won stuff, and now we can obviously list exactly who the donators are. We also put that up on our social medias, Facebook and Instagram earlier today, but we'll do it again after the show when we make the big award ceremony. This individual got like 7 nominations. We're talking about Bradley Newton. Like the word got out and people started telling people, and people told other people, and I tried to condense as many of the nominations as possible on one page. So I like basically this person said this and this, and I just kind of stacked the information up. And if it was kind of repetitive, I just omitted it. But yeah, I'm pretty positive he got close to 7 nominations.
Yeah, I believe it was 7. Yeah.
All right. So Bradley Newton. He's a well-known person in the community based on his advertising and great reputation. Brad has been a friend of mine for almost 16 years. He's a hard worker. He cleans my cars. We were neighbors growing up. I'm his mother-in-law. I am his mother. Been friends as long as I can remember. He is a very hard-working and determined to build his business. He puts so much pride into his work, and it shows. He's a hard-working father of 2. Brad is a hard-working but struggling father of 2 who does a lot for his friends and family and community. He continues to make a lasting impression with all of his clients and always leaves them more than happy with the results. Brad has found his passion after struggling to keep employment, jumping from one job to the next for years. He has found his niche. He is a well-respected in the community. Works so hard and never leaves until a job is so far past the point what other people's standards are. I've watched him become a man after learning this craft, honing his skills, and having something to truly be proud of. He has worked so hard for his family. He turned to social media to post on his before and afters and placed decals on his cars to promote himself. He is doing so well with his videos, and I send everyone his way because I truly believe he is the best. He works with your schedule and is very punctual. He also works with people's finances, which is a blessing. It would help him out to bring his business to the next level. Would help offset the cost of his business and make it so he's able to spend more on other ideas. He is a struggling detailer with a family to take care of during the hardest time of the year for detailers. I believe it would make his life easier having quality products and tools behind him. He is always one to find and use the best, and it's cost quite a bit to be able to do that. This would benefit him in a huge way. He would be able to focus on doing the best job for his clients and not worry about the expenses for a little while. This would ultimately be able to provide for his 2 boys in life. There you go, Bradley. Congratulations.
For Bradley, he's getting a bunch of applicator supplies, polishes, soaps, and chemicals from Chelsea. The chemicals we received from Distinctive Details, as well as Fab, Kristi, and Nick Fife. And he's also getting a bunch of towels from Thor.
Very nice. Very nice.
That was nice. Whoever did that was nice. That was a good time.
That's Mr. Christian over there with a soundboard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've seen enough of your podcast to know the sounds you got going on over there.
I thought that was all Godfrey.
See, that's what I mean. I'm just the pretty face of the pod.
And voice.
Sure.
And voice.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
Happy to be here.
This was a fun phone call. Oh, by the way, I got permission from everybody, all the nominators, not necessarily the nominees, but the nominators. I got permission to read their stories before doing it. If I didn't get their approval, I would not be reading their stuff out loud. Because some of the stuff can be sensitive. You know, Ryan, you went through some of the IV stuff earlier, and we had one of our earlier winners is going through the IV stuff, and I know that is expensive and it's painful and sensitive, and so we want to make sure that we are sensitive to that as well.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure. Yeah, IVF is a very stressful time for people that are doing that.
Oh, snap. Rick Smith throwing punches.
Shots fired.
Bum, bum, bum.
Damn.
Carlos.
I don't know how to work the sound or a board.
All right, we're going, is it Jesus or is it Jesus?
Jesus.
Jesus Bonilla.
How'd you get that name right, but you can't get Diaz right?
Because I choose not to. The same reason why I
I
choose
knew
not
it was
to
a
get
choice.
Jalapenos incorrectly, Scrimpses, Fajitas incorrectly. Like, it's a choice. All right. Jesus Bonilla. Well, I am nominated myself, actually, and a bit embarrassed by it. I've always had a passion for cleaning cars since I was a little kid, cleaning cars with my dad at the self-serve car wash. I recently started and have wanted to grow into a mobile detailing business. I won a polisher in a raffle. I bought and used pressure washer and a used hose, a used generator. It's basically new. I have a vision and a passion for doing this, and that is way beyond my imagination. It would help me out a ton due to the fact that I'm started out. I've done a couple of cars, not many, but I have a couple of chemicals, but no actual tool. Pressure washer surges, need a new hose. Water can be an issue. It would help me out to be more efficient and professional and productive as well. Water sources, pressure washer, essentially, I don't have one because of surging and may not have any pressure. Those are my two biggest things. Again, I don't have any, we don't have any power over water and pressure and any of that stuff. So
yeah, and unfortunately we didn't have a pressure washer or hoses to give him, but
we did try to be mindful of like the rinseless stuff and make sure that he got stuff that he could hopefully do stuff that required minimal amount of water.
Yeah, so he's getting a bunch of chemicals from Chelsea, Kristi, Nick Fife, and then he's also getting a car warehouse supplies detail-wise business training class that was donated by It's Tim. Hawaii Tim.
You know, from what I understand, like if it's anything comparable to Brian from Apex, that's like a $750.
That's a huge gift right there. So
from
that was
Hawaii
awesome for him to donate.
That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Old man Tim.
Old man Tim.
I like to feel like I'm the only person that calls him Old man Tim. Everybody else Hawaii.
Well,
Tim.
that's probably because you don't have to worry about him assassinating your company like he does for everybody else.
I'm very blessed that he likes bio-bombs. That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I think a pressure washer was one of few things that we didn't get donated this year.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. We have next on the hit list Irreverto Luviano.
We're so proud of you.
Luviano. Yep. I'm going with that.
Do you practice these names before the pod, or is this all live?
No, he murders them before it, and then I try to help him through it, and he just murders it even worse.
Yeah, I double down on my white ignorance.
Yeah, it gets worse the more I correct him.
Oh, it's going to be like that? All right, well, now his name is Diaz.
And you know how many times I said it's Diaz? Diaz. If you're going to say it like a gringo, it's Diaz.
I'm just saying, change the Z to an L. What is it?
He's like,
Dial.
oh, it's Diaz.
Dial, exactly. Diaz. Yeah.
Just sounding it out. Just sounding it out.
Kristi, it's more fun
boy.
hearing him say it. Go ahead with the next one.
I just told you.
What was it?
Irv-
Oh, Roberto. I just wanted to hear you murder it.
Humberto. We grew up together. He's my younger brother. Who is his younger brother? Ulysses. What a powerful name. I love that name. Ulysses. Masters of the Shine. He's a hardworking individual that puts his family first. He works 16 hours a day between 2 jobs to provide for his family. He is starting a detail business in hopes of being able to quit his job and spend more time with his family. Getting these tools and products will put him on the right path and help relieve some of the startup burden. I will also send him chemicals and some equipment to get him started. He lives about an hour away from Detailed IF. So I recommend he start the journey with you guys. Christian dropped out. Why? Why you got?
He probably lost.
Oh,
Finger got a little loose on the mouse. My apologies. My
That's
apologies.
what she said.
it can happen. It can happen.
He's currently working 2 jobs, not seeing his family as much as he could. His wife and kids are his world, and it hurts him to be away so much. The ultimate goal of this is to build a successful business and to be able to spend more time with his family.
Yeah,
Now,
can we look at line number 142, please? I don't mean to interrupt.
yeah. Oh, I think
That's Aaron for you.
I think that's supposed to read P and S, but I could be wrong.
Oh, who would have done?
It auto-corrected for him.
It auto-corrected.
No, that's Aaron auto-correcting.
You never know, Christian. That might be a thing.
Oh, man.
Imagine how
sorry.
much
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, by all means.
Sorry.
I'm glad that you pointed that out.
I'm sorry.
glad that you pointed
He was hoping someone would.
I was reading the list. I'm like, oh, man, what a good one. I'm like, uh-oh.
So
that look like?
he's gonna get supplies from A Touch of Hutch. He's getting ceramics and supplies from Chelsea, from Distinctive Details, from Detail It Doug, Kristi. He's getting some towels from Kristi, and I think he's also getting a training with Adrian.
That's
right.
That's something that I wanted to talk about. What we had mentioned earlier in the show, where we were talking about how we try to fit the prize to how it would best serve somebody. This particular nomination and one other particular nomination live very close to Adrian from I Am Detailed AF. And he does a training seminar once or twice a year. And I reached out, and although it wasn't originally on the table, I reached out to Adrian and I said, hey, what would it take to sponsor 1 or 2 of these guys to come to your class? And he said, we'll work out the details, blah, 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 and send them my way. And so we were able to secure a training class. Eileen, I believe you took the training class.
I did.
With Adrian, and get them both ceramic certified, and hopefully we get a little bit of business knowledge. Adrian is he's a hell of a power player. He runs his own business. He's a corporate guy. He knows the ins and outs, and I think that we can really help these 2 individuals step up their game by getting them some knowledge from Adrian. So
yeah,
really,
training
really
with
excited.
Adrian is priceless. Let me tell you that.
Yeah,
He's a good dude.
and it's just a perfect
Trained,
example
yeah.
of how the community comes together to help the community out. It took zero. What's the word I'm looking? It took zero convincing him to do the show. He just was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Awesome. Thank you, Adrian.
Thanks, Adrian. You're the man, bro.
Joseph Diaz.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
This guy. Diaz.
God bless you, Eileen.
I mean, there is an
I jump on
A
voluntarily. You committed to a weekly work.
spelling the word
You know,
DI followed by an A. So you have a vowel followed by an A, which would make it a hard I.
When did this become a grammar lesson? Can you just read the nomination for us, please?
Yes, ma'am.
He
Sorry,
said it's
ma'am.
going to be a long podcast.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Sorry, ma'am.
nothing to do with the fact that we're just going through the list.
He's over
It's
here giving
everything
us a
to
whole
do-
history
yeah,
lesson of the
yeah.
name Diaz.
The breakdown.
Saying, I mean, if we're gonna speak the King's English, it's Diaz.
All right. Speak the King's English and read that nomination,
Yes, ma'am.
please.
Hold on a second. I'm refilling.
Welcome, Owen.
I don't want to get parched. Joseph Diaz. I am nominating my husband, so that would be nominated by Emily Diaz. Joseph deserves any and all opportunities for his detailing business. He studied tirelessly after work and in his spare time on how to create a detailing business bigger than he already has. He is looking to grow his business from mobile until a full garage and to create a better life for our family. He currently does this as a second job to help provide for us. We are currently saving money for a house, so we are frugal with our spending, but he needs additional supplies as he uses things to make it easier for him to detail by himself, grow his collection of customers. It takes us a long time to save for equipment. Currently, we are saving for a house, for him to have a garage, and to save and saving for rent for a garage in the future to grow the business. He has a mobile unit that he built himself in a Toyota. So he is in need of a van so he can take more equipment. Without a garage, he relies heavily on good weather. We have 2 kids and are saving for a house, so money is always a restriction.
All right, so Mr. Joseph is going to get a bunch of chemicals from TJ, Touch of Hutch. He's getting chemicals from Mr. Shine Your Light, Tim. Kristi Torres gave some towels, so we're giving him some towels, and he's going to get chemicals from Fab and Distinctive Details.
Fantastic.
Nice.
What's that? Mango Fresh Bead Maker?
Yeah.
Uh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
This guy, I'm telling you.
Wow.
What? It's autocorrect.
Yeah, I was a
Yeah,
bachelor.
I'm
I think we
sure.
might be able to get a really good short together by the end of this episode.
Oh my God.
And
for
tag
real.
PNS in that joint.
Thank you for being here, Mary.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
that car pro.
poppin'? Ghost. Oh, come on, Ghost. All right. If I
I
don't
think
see,
Ghost,
if I don't get,
Ghost is
if I
getting.
don't get an alert
All
on my
right, here
phone
we go.
that says that you
Here we go.
subscribed, he doesn't get credit for
Guys.
you, Barry. So you have to subscribe.
We talked about this, guys. Just subscribe, please.
All right. Will Diaz is next. Will Diaz, come on down. Oh. All right. I know Will Diaz as I am friends with his parents. This was nominated by Titan Tim from Shine Your Light Detailing,
What up, Tim?
who also donated. Anyway. For Will being just 15 years old, I have truly been impressed with his entrepreneurial spirit, his enthusiasm for being mentored by me and motivated to learn how to do detailing correctly. His work ethic is extremely high, and he has an internal drive to learn everything about it. Will only has a few Phoenix E.O.D. products, 2 buckets, a wash mitt, a hose, a nozzle, and a few towels that he purchased when he sold his yard mowing equipment, and now entering into detailing. Being just 15 years old and just getting started at detailing, Will doesn't have the financial means to purchase more detailing supplies. Will definitely wants to learn how to do paint correction, but does not have a polisher. Will has a passion for detailing. He is starting his detailing business and has created flyers to hand out in his area.
Nice job, Will.
Way to go, Will.
Yes. So Mr. Will is getting
Yeah.
one of the biggest gifts, I think, right here is the training with Brian from Apex and his team. He's also
That's huge.
getting, he's
Super
getting a
dope.
21 millimeter polisher with a 6-inch polisher with pads. He's getting some ceramic coatings. He's getting some compound, all from Chelsea Fab, Mr. Ryan Hansen here, and Titan Tim.
I want to point out that training class from Brian, I've been to like 7 of those classes. He goes over how to start up a business, how to run the business, like from almost like an accountant point of view. And then he also does full paint correction, and he finishes the weekend course with ceramic coatings. So, I mean, you're going to get everything you need, especially how to run your business on social media. It is a very, for only being, 2 full days on the weekend, it is 100% worth it. If you're especially a 15-year-old trying to start up your business, sitting at the master's feet and learning everything you can.
That's huge.
It's just absolutely epic.
Yeah, that's gnarly bragging rights for a 15-year-old to say, for anybody, even if I were to take his course, to say you were trained by Brian.
Yeah. And like I said, I've done it 7 times, and every time I learned something different and new. He's just amazing.
Who's next?
I got Nico Castro on the boards. Nico Castro. He was nominated by Adrian Fiera, also known as I Am Detailed AF. Again, this was another so just so everybody knows, when I went through all of these, I print only the first page. So I don't know who's doing the nominating. I don't know anything about it. It's blind to me. It's not until we get to this stage, well, basically Christmas Eve, when we start talking about all of that stuff. And then today I had to go through and call everybody to get permissions to talk about people and read their stories. So I don't know any of this stuff. So when I read this story, I reached out to Adrian and I was just like, hey, dude, what do you think about this? And he was like, I nominated that guy. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you nominated him. It just came naturally to me to reach out and ask. But anyway, all right. So Nico started detailing. Since started detailing, I became to know Nico due to him detailing a neighbor's collection of cars about 3 houses down. He goes under the name at Nico's Auto Detail on Instagram. I have seen his work many times. He is hardworking and uses detailing to make a living. I advised him that he needs to increase his prices, but states, I cannot charge because I don't have a custom detailing van. He drives an older Suburban where he throws all of his items in the back. A full 2-step ceramic job, he only charges about $500. The mentality that you need something fancy to charge more is something that I have been a huge advocate for him to change his perception. I believe in his capabilities, and I want to provide him the motivation to him that quality of work is far greater than visual perception of what vehicle you drive. I believe an opportunity to get support in a couple of items available in the giveaway will increase some mental motivation for him to rise from the ashes. New Year mindset, if you will. I would do this as a surprise to him as he's unaware, and I see him every other week when he drives by to detail neighbors' vehicles. So after reading that's when I reached out to him and I said, hey, why don't we get him into one of your classes and get him, Chronos certified? And if we can get him Chronos certified, then he can have his little plaque and little window decals in his vehicle that says, I'm an authorized installer of these ceramic coatings, and therefore, hopefully, that will give him the
Validation.
thank you.
Confidence.
Confidence. That's it. The confidence to charge more for something like a class that he has actually taken, and therefore he can charge accordingly. And Adrian was like, absolutely, that sounds great.
So Nico is getting the training with Detailed AF, Adrian. On top of that, he's also getting a bunch of different ceramic coatings from Chelsea that he can use and try and practice with. He's getting towels from Kristi. He's getting more towels from Neil, from Rick Smith, and ceramic coating donated by Tim, Shine Your Light Detail.
All right.
Appreciate you letting me practice on your pod iron.
Dude, you're my homie. I do.
Well, I mean, it was his first time on your podcast, right? Because he was doing first time stuff on your podcast, like answering questions for the giveaways and stuff. I remember hearing.
Yep, he did a great job with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember laying back and looking at your bio bombs back.
I don't know if anybody missed it, but Godfrey had a killer line on Aaron on the podcast on Tuesday night. He said, "Yo, dude, why does it look like you're sitting in the trailer of Knight Rider?"
Oh, Knight Rider, yeah.
Bro, I was dying.
It was good.
I was dying.
It was good.
He was like, "That's why you said." That's why.
It was good. It was good. I give it to him.
All right, who's next?
I don't know. I can't find him. Oh, I know why I can't find him. Is it really? We're gonna do crickets? All right. Matt Light. Matt Light, come on down. Matt Light was nominated by Tylee Light. Fantastic name, by the way, Tylee. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong anyway, but I don't care. All right. Matt is my husband. We've been together over 10 years and have 1-year-old son. Matt is just now started out his detailing business, and he is much more interested in helping people than making money. Always offering discounts and extra services just to make people happy. Chemicals are expensive, and he is currently waiting on jobs to come in before he buys what he needs, sometimes delaying customers wanting to get their cars done. Cheap equipment from Harbor Freight, chemicals from Walmart, and other auto parts stores. Spent just about the last bit of business money he had on a polisher from the Detail Co. Anything at all would be help. Anything would help immensely. He is passionate about detailing and would love to do it full time. He is unhappy with his day job, and the freedom of being his own boss would help with family time.
So since Matt clearly needed some chemicals, we thought we needed to pack him up with a bunch of chemicals. So we gave him chemicals from Chelsea. We gave him chemicals from Distinctive Details, chemicals donated by Fab, from Nick Fife and Tim, Shine Your Light. He's also getting a training by Chelsea herself, a detail by business training class.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
So he's getting
It's
super
awesome,
hooked
Right?
up.
Isn't that cool?
That's a great package.
It's fantastic.
It really is.
Chelsea, she did a whole virtual package. So she'll set them up virtually, and then they will go through everything. And she said it's a detailing business. So she works from home, and she will teach whoever how to run a detail business from home using QuickBooks and all that stuff. So it's pretty awesome. Huge shout out to Chelsea. Chelsea came through like MVP this year. She sent in 2 pages alone worth of stuff.
That's so cool, man.
She sent in an insane amount of donations. It's mind-boggling.
I got David Biddle on the line next. David
All
Biddle,
right.
nominated by his wife, Tammy Biddle. Boom. Dave and I have been married for 32 years. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with a degenerative autoimmune disease and had to stop working. In addition to working his full-time job and carrying our health benefits, Dave began a small detailing business to help cover the loss of my income and the growing expenses of co-pays and co-insurances for my procedures and therapies. He has been slowly growing his small business and loves detailing cars and takes pride in his work. Dave is working with outdated and hand-me-down tools and still does amazing work. Receiving new tools or products would allow him peace of mind, not having to worry about replacing worn-out machines and not being able to order supplies when they're needed. Dave's biggest challenges are working 2 jobs and finding the money to update or upgrade the equipment he needs to detail vehicles and to the high standards his customers have come to expect. Dave is a perfectionist when it comes to his work, and the proper tools and products would help him substantially. Dave's goal is to continue growing his business, his detailing business, and to continue to have 100% customer satisfaction rating. He eventually would like to have a garage where he can detail vehicles in addition to his mobile business.
Very cool. First off, I just want to shout out Matt. Matt Lipe is in the comments, so thank you for joining. Also for David, he is getting a ShineMate 5-inch polisher that was donated by Humberto. He's also getting a bunch of pads donated by Chelsea and Richard Seam. He's getting a Phoenix E.O.D gift card donated by Jim Smith. Wash mitts, towels by Thor, and yeah, he's getting a bunch of stuff.
It's awesome. And I'd like to give a shout out to Tammy Biddle for sharing what she shared. I mean, that's very personal and very heartfelt. It's appreciated that she's comfortable enough to share with, like I said, I talked to her earlier today and she said, absolutely feel free to read my story, our story. And for that, I am grateful that she is confident with the compassion of this community. So,
Yeah, sounds like a great guy too.
yeah. All right, we're coming down to like the last 4. Woo-wee.
I don't know what all my microphone can pick up, but I hear my son in there. So if you guys hear any weird squealing,
I think you're good.
it's not
It's
Aaron's
good.
house.
It's not Aaron's house, guys.
No, it's my boy right on the other side of the wall.
Rodney Enclade, come on down.
What you got, Christian? You were gonna say something?
I was going to say, I never can tell with the microphones, like what it can pick up, what it can't. Like if I'm like dragging my finger across my desk, like I feel like I hear it in my headphones, but I
Right.
never
Yeah.
know if like people can hear it, you know?
People can hear it. Yeah.
You're saying they can?
I can't hear it.
I don't hear
I
anything.
haven't heard anything funny other
I
than
mean, you're going
my
you're
psycho.
piped directly into my ears.
Okay. Thanks for teaching me.
I
It's
hear
still all
that.
new to me, you know?
I hear that though.
Clicking around on the mouse and stuff. Yeah,
and that-
I would think
and that-
so.
And that, and
I want to hear that
that.
nomination.
Oh, sorry. Rodney Enclade, come on down. Mallory nominated Rodney. He is my fiance and the father of our son, Austin, about to be the father of 2 in January. Congratulations, Mallory and Rodney. He is a great father, about to be the father of 2, and has been trying to get on his feet to leave his job, the job that he hates, to detail full time. All he talks about is detailing and basically only listens to detailing podcasts all day, except for Curmudgeon's Corner because it sucks. What? Anyway, this would give him everything he needs and more to get him to be full time. It would dramatically change the flow of his business. His equipment is starting to be dated, but with the money stretched so thin, it's hard to buy new. If something breaks, we are in financial trouble. First of all, his favorite thing to say is he will always find a way to put food on the table and pay the bills. His challenges are mostly financial, but he always overbuys and gives us anything we ask for. He will hold off on saving money just to see us smile. He always says he wants to be the best detailing company in Southeast Louisiana. Looking at you, Jamie. He wants to create a business his kids can eventually run and never worry about money like he has to.
All right, so Mr. Rodney is getting a Max Shine 5-inch DA polisher that was donated by Humberto.
Nice.
He's also getting a compound from Chelsea, some polishing pads from A Touch of Hutch, and polishing pads from Chelsea at Attention to Details.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Ryan Mulhern. My favorite part of this is that y'all are able to find so many deserving people. Knowing this community, I worry that the donations will outgrow the nominations. Keep those nominations coming.
Salute.
I'm glad you pointed that one out. I just read that one and thought, how true.
Yeah. I just got an email or text message from Titan Tim. The entire family watched at Will's grandma's birthday party, a polisher and Brian's training class. OMG. They are so excited.
That's awesome.
Booyah. All right. This one came in right at the last minute. This one was like 9 o'clock on Christmas Eve. All right. Angel Medina. Come on down. Ghost brought me here. If I don't get an alert that says that we have a new subscriber, Shaquille Lacrosse, he doesn't get credit for you. I need to see an alert.
Welcome, Shaquille.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
What I would like to say is welcome to the channel, Shaquille. We appreciate you being here and taking the time to comment. We would also love it if you could subscribe. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the channel, Shaq.
That's the translation of what Aaron just said.
Yes. That was Aaronese.
You'll grow to love them.
I earned so much shame just now. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna flog myself when this show's over. Oh, dear Lord. She's 100% right. Shaquille, I apologize for being rude and obnoxious. But I mean,
yeah, he definitely does have the get off my lawn. Yeah, really well. He's got that going.
I do, right? I can't wait to reach that age where I just get to sit in a rocking chair with a hose and be like, get off my lawn, you kids. Ah!
Okay,
honestly, I want stealing my lawn nose to be part of some club's initiation. You got to go down to Old Man Burkett's house and get one of the lawn noses before you can be in the club. Yeah. Because I'm going to shoot you with salt pellets. Yeah. I'm going to. Like, you might get in the club.
He's going to try. He's going to try to chase you, but he's not fast. Don't worry about it. Yeah. He's scarier than he is.
I'm fast and gimpy.
Just running zigzags.
Yeah. Exactly. Serpentine. You be safe.
We've all done it. Just go do it. It's cool. You'll be able to get away from him.
We're still here.
You damn kids.
All right, Angel Medina, nominated by Amanda Medina. Wow. I am nominating my selfless father, Angel, because he feels so strongly about helping people who can't do for themselves. He enjoys taking his time to detail the cars and make them look brand new. My dad has struggled for a long time with health complications and just general poor luck. He has found a passion in detailing cars that helps him get up in the morning, takes his time to be very detailed, and enjoys cleaning neighbors' cars, excuse me. He knows what it feels like to be sick and have nothing, so he enjoys helping others when he can, so they don't have to feel bad about the cars like he did. This could help him to be able to promote his services to people other than those next door. He has the right tools to detail. Oh, excuse me. Having the right tools to detail will allow him to achieve his goal of having his own service that he can potentially help even more people. My dad, unfortunately, is still having a hard time with medical bills and taking care of our family. I am very sick right now, and he's helping to pay off my medical bills so I can get better. He doesn't have the extra funds to splurge on these amazing products. My dad would love to be able to help more people in his community and be able to offer affordable services to others so it no longer is such an unaffordable thing for other people. He said he understands how bad it feels when your car is a mess, but you don't have the time or the money to take care of it, and he wants to help others feel better.
So since he was a last minute nomination, I didn't get to add him to the list, but what we're gonna do is give him.
I thought I did. Did you check your updated one that I sent you? Ma'am. Scroll all the way to the bottom.
Hold on.
Should be the fourth one up from the bottom.
All right, let's see here.
Oh, Aaron, you need to. I guess some people don't know
Talk to me.
who I am.
No one is going to tell who Ryan is. I'm genuinely curious. Franco, thanks for not watching any of the previous Pay It Forward campaigns.
He emailed me an invite. I wasn't busy. I was like, yeah, I'll sit in.
Yeah.
I get to hear Kristi's voice.
It was this random stranger that I met at the park the other day, and I was like, "Hey, dude, how would you like to be a part of this?" Anyway. So basically, this is what happened. About 2 years ago, I, or I should say, my seasonal help,
through no fault of your own,
no fault of my own. Thank you. Shipped Ryan somebody else's order, and I shipped somebody else's order Ryan's order. And when that order arrived in Florida, the gentleman called and said, "Hey, I think I have somebody by the name of Ryan's order, and he had I have Ryan's order." So I looked it up and I called Ryan and I said, "Hey man, you live in California. So in about 2 days, you're going to get an order that's not yours." I think that it got mixed up. I think one shipping label got put on somebody else's box and vice versa. And sure enough, it happened. And Ryan called me back and said, "Hey, I'd like to just pay for everything. Like, you can just let that guy keep his order, keep my order and send him his stuff and send me my stuff and I'll pay for everything." And I was like, not at all. It was my fault. The company's fault. We'll eat it. And anyway, through a very absolutely generous interaction between Ryan and I, we very quickly became friends. And then later in life, finding out that he's a small business owner, I was able to share with him some of my struggles and frustrations of being a small business owner. And we just basically became really, really fast friends. And when I was telling him what I kind of wanted to do with the Pay It Forward campaign, he was super excited about it. And he's like, "Dude, I got all of this stuff that I don't use anymore because, my game has progressed. And so I have older machines that I would love to give to the campaign." And so Ryan, that's how Ryan became the chairman of the campaign, is that basically he was the very first donor of equipment to the show. And he's been riding with me ever since. Is that accurate enough?
Yeah. I obviously had no idea it would turn into this, but that's exactly what happened. Like the orders got switched, and I knew as a owner operator of an up and coming business, like mistakes happen, and you were super apologetic, but I said, no, I'll use this. And yeah, I wanted to pay for them and not have you stress about it, because you were genuinely stressed. I think you were afraid of possibly someone thinking that that's how you operate, as you make
Yeah.
mistakes like that. But yeah, it's free to be nice, so I was trying to be as understanding as possible. But yeah,
Well,
that's who I am.
it is exactly who you are. I'm just an amazing human being. Like you are the epitome of the Pay It Forward campaign. So like it was a no brainer that you would be a part of this till the end.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
All right, so Mr. Angel, he's getting towels donated by Kristi Torres and Rick Smith, and a bunch of ceramic coatings donated by Chelsea. Attention to details.
Nice. Chelsea setting on fire.
2 pages of stuff. She is a fireball. All right, we're down to the last 2 nominees. These are big time nominees. I think Eileen has got something prepared for the first one.
Want a drum roll?
Do you want me to play it now, or yeah?
Probably.
Or do you want to read it first and then we play it?
Yeah, sure. I'll read it, and then that way it won't be redundant.
Yeah.
All right. Amir Abdullah nominated this individual. Originally, I would say that Stephanie Devine nominated this person, but she sent it to me in an email or a text message, and I was like, how do you get a hold of this person? And she's like, I have no idea. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll try on my end to figure out who this person is. And I think I came down to a phone number, but I didn't get a response from the phone number. And then Amir reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, I've already heard about this person. If you know any way of contacting him, please contact him and let him, nominate. I said, Amir, just nominate him. So
yeah, and I reached out to Mr. Christian here, and he helped me out get a hold of him through TikTok. So
that's awesome. All right,
it was a little bit of a
Shout
struggle,
out
but we got him.
to Stan the Man.
So we have Jay Regal of Regal Shines Luxury Detailing. He's been nominated by several people in our community, but I'm going to give credit to Amir. I've seen Regal helping others on TikTok for free for the last few years. Regal has been giving out helpful tips and helping newer detailers.
What's up, TikTok? So for those of you that don't know...
Sorry, it wasn't supposed to play.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
His truck burned down, so he needs full load of supplies. I'm sure it would help him get going again. His truck burned down, and a lot of his supplies were destroyed. We want to see people like Regal keep helping others with detailing guidance for years to come, helping newer detailers, making mistakes that impact the detailing industry and detailers themselves. Drop the bomb.
All right.
The bomb?
Which is most of you, because I've only shared this with 1 or 2 people. But last Tuesday, December 10th, my entire truck caught fire, completely melted, burned to the ground, thousands of dollars of equipment. All of my detailing equipment was inside. So again, I had a rental for the day and I went to visit my mother. I got a phone call from the mechanic that I had contracted to work on my truck, that my truck had caught fire when he was working on the engine. The fire had got out of control. There's nothing that he can do. He did try to extinguish it, but the fire got so hot, so big, so quick, he had to call the fire department, and I literally sped home. By the time that I got home, there was nothing left. My entire engine, the entire vehicle had burned. Now, although it was the engine that caught fire, the entire vehicle, anything that was in my truck that was plastic, thousands of dollars of product, trigger spray bottles, cordless polishers, my rotary, my mini polishers, all of my polishing pads, anything and everything that I carried in my truck You've seen the videos. I have everything in my truck. It all melted or was completely damaged by the smoke, my reels, my vacuums, my hoses, everything, guys. Thousands of dollars of equipment, all ruined. None of it was insured. Now, yes, the mechanic does have a garage keeper's insurance policy, and yes, he did make a claim, but I have no idea what they're going to cover. I don't know how complete his policy is, but this truck that I love, absolutely love, is completely ruined. It is still sitting in my driveway because I'm waiting for the adjuster. It takes a slow ass time for this insurance stuff. I'm shit out of luck, guys. I finally got put in a rental, but I'm using equipment that's years old. All my secondary equipment is what I'm using. All of my primary top-notch detailing equipment was in this truck, and it is all gone. So stay blessed, guys. I did start a GoFundMe. Anybody that can donate just a small gesture, I would appreciate it. That's what my truck did look like. Here's a few pictures. Everything's burned. All the trigger sprayers and product bottles melted. The fire department removed it because it was toxic fumes. But now you know. So somebody asked, and here's an example of how big the fire got. The fire got so big, it burned so hot that it actually blew out the front windshield and the passenger windows in the vehicle. Anything that was plastic or made of soft plastic material, like all my microfibers burned, all my polishing pads burned, all my products that were in trigger spray bottles burned, all my KCX products. I had pretty much the full lineup of Koch Chemie products. They all burned. Compounds, all-in-ones, literally ridiculous. North Star Paste Wax, Nighthawk Paste Wax. All my premium stuff that was in this vehicle was like an oven. It all melted. The melting fumes, the toxic fumes from the plastic was so bad that when the fire department finally got there and put it out, they were picking stuff up in globs of plastic and throwing it in the trash.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Wild.
So, Jay Regal, congratulations. You won some stuff. Eileen, tell him what he's won.
Alrighty. So, Mr. Regal won a bunch of stuff here. So I'll go through really quickly. He won a 3-inch polisher, a 5-inch polisher, a bunch of pads, a bunch of compounds. We're also sending him a beautiful BioBomb kit with canisters and an aerator. We're sending him a steamer. We're sending him some Phoenix E.O.D. wash, rinseless wash, and Apex soap. We're sending him Thor towels, a bunch of ceramics, and a couple of waxes.
That's awesome, man. That's a terrible loss, but that's a really nice way to get back on your feet again. So,
yeah.
Let's hope the insurance adjusters give him something as well. Like, my God, that's just
you know how the insurance companies are, man.
So we're not waiting on them. This community is gonna move, right? The Phoenix family is going to step in.
Yeah, what an amazing list too. Look at all that.
All right, and then last but not least, we have one other individual that could really use a Christmas miracle. David Teal. David Teal. Find him. There he is. All right. David Teal, nominated by Doug Griff. Now, I talked to Doug a couple of times on the phone today. He just sounds like a man's man. He just did. He sounded like, well, he's from North Dakota, so that right there tells you what kind of a person he is. Like, used to the cold and ready to kick ass and take names. All right. I am a client of his auto detailing business. David goes out of his way to make sure each of his customers are treated like royalty. He also gives the veterans a discount and will tackle any type of vehicle, no matter how big or how small or dirty it is, no matter what. He believes that every nook and cranny needs to be touched, or in his eyes, it isn't even, excuse me, wait a second. He believes that every nook and cranny needs to be touched, or in his eyes, it isn't 100% detailed. He works solely by himself. He raises 3 daughters at the same time to show his daughters that hard work does pay off in the end. This would benefit him and his business greatly, because back in the first few weeks of August, while on a family vacation at the Wisconsin Dells with his daughters, his detailing business was broken into, and every single thing he owned to run his business was stolen. He was robbed of every single bit of his detailing equipment, from his dirty rags to chemicals to pressure washers, vacuums, 3 polishers, numerous pads, an air compressor, extractor, you name it, it was taken, and he didn't find out until the day he got back from vacation. He filed a police report and had to turn away 11 customers who already booked for the week he got back, and he lost $10,000 because of it. He wants to continue to make his name known and show, no matter who hurt his business by stealing, that he is a survivor and nothing is going to hold him down.
Alrighty, so Mr. Teal is getting a bunch of ceramic coatings from Chelsea, including C6 and DIY. He's getting Phoenix, E.O.D, Titan, Peleus, Furies, Typhon, a whole Monsters bundle pack. He's getting Tim's High Gloss Detailer. He's getting a Aqua Pro Vac extractor donated by Chelsea Attention to Details. He's getting a 1.5 mini IK pump foamer, a IK12 pump foamer, an Axle 2000 pump foamer, a 3-inch Max Shine, a 6-inch Max Shine, a bunch of polishers and pads donated by Rick Smith. He's also getting a McCulloch steamer that was donated by Chelsea, an air duster donated by Chelsea, a huge towel pack donated by Thor, a vacuum donated by Chelsea, waxes, and a full BioBomb care package donated by Mr. Christian there himself, including canisters, aerosols, BioBomb bars, minis, and ProTab cleaning cloths.
Very nice.
He's getting everything in the kitchen sink.
Great. That's amazing. Horrible what happened to him, but that put a little smile on his face.
This is board.
That comes with the guacamole tool, the upgrade package.
Yeah, it does. It comes with guacamole also.
Yeah, there's got to be some guacamole in there somewhere.
So, I mean, there you have it, kids. I mean, that's the Pay It Forward campaign 2024.
That's awesome.
1,000% could not be done without this community coming together. I mean, there literally are thousands and thousands of dollars worth of products and equipment that is being given away at training classes. As a matter of fact, I had to tell people to stop sending stuff. I'm like, hold it till 2025.
Wow.
And you know, Nick Fife, he was like, dude, I got this whole garage filled with stuff. You need more chemicals or whatnot, just say the word and I'll send it to you. And I'm like, just slow your roll for right now until we can figure this all out. And then Eileen, of course, you coming together and sorting out, stuff, and the judges coming together and really, not everybody gets something, but I think that the people that really need it, that's what it's for. It's not, I don't want it to be some sort of like Santa Claus. Oh, I could, I know this person could really use or would really like some really cool stuff. And as much as I would like to be able to be Santa Claus, it's not what this is. This is people that need stuff, get stuff.
Yeah, maybe one day we could be in that position, possibly, but yeah, that's not That's not what this is at this point.
Neil John, look at this guy, Neil John from England. So it's got to be what, 11:30 or maybe 12:30 where you're at. He sent over some microfibers from the UK, officially making the Pay It Forward campaign global.
That was dope.
Pretty cool stuff right there.
Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, start talking nominations for 25 right away. All right, let's do it. Hey, anything that gets sent in now is going into the box. Like, obviously, I take this very seriously. I want to be a very good steward. Oh, hey, wait a second. Wait, time out. We are not even close to being done. I totally forgot about a huge, and I mean huge, this campaign. All of the donations are absolutely phenomenal and amazing, and I'm glad that I was able to be, I don't know, like what do they call it? Where all the trains come together? The
Grand Central Station
hub.
It's like a hub or whatever. Where, like, you know, basically, I'm glad that Phoenix was able to be a place where everything could, you know, find a way, but just getting it to Phoenix is not enough. Getting it to these recipients is the biggest part of it. And so without Mike from Cars with Keeve, without Papa Smurf, without X's and O's, Extra Mile Detail, Matt, who all graciously donated to pay for shipping to get this stuff to where these people need it. This could not be done. Like, the shipping alone would bankrupt Phoenix E.O.D. So it's not enough that it just gets to me, but we have to get it to those people. And so Cars with Keeve, he blindsided me at SEMA on his live stream at SEMA. He's like, "Hey, I just want you to know that I'm donating all of this money to the cause." And I was just like, holy moly, that is a true gift of the Magi. Cars with Keeve giving us that money, and then Papa Smurf, and I say Papa Smurf, but Papa Smurf was basically the collection plate for all the people that were doing super chats. So, like, I know Kim donated money. There were a bunch of people that donated money, but since we're not monetized on this channel, Papa Smurf opened up his channel to allow donations to come in. So when I say Papa Smurf kind of umbrellas several people that donated money, including Papa Smurf, and then of course Matt from Extra Mile Detail. He also donated money for the shipping costs.
Total stuff.
So again, this whole thing, from like bookends, from top to finish, could not be done without the whole community coming together to do this. And I am super, super, super blessed to be a part of this. For real. So you guys are amazing. This community is amazing. And I really, really feel that we come together so strong when we stand together. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
Aaron, I started a comment that Becca had mentioned earlier, and maybe you might want to talk a little bit about the behind the scenes of what happens with the nominee tours.
So I reached out to all the nominees, the nominators first, but I didn't tell them what they, like what they won. I didn't discuss any of that. I don't think it's appropriate. But I reached out to everybody of the nominators first, and then just to ask their permission to be able to read what they submitted. And if I couldn't get through to them, when it came down to like the final hour, I reached out to the nominators and said, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but your wife nominated you to be a part of our Pay It Forward campaign. And I need somebody's permission to be able to read the nomination on air. Otherwise, we would read the nomination regardless, but we would just omit the names. It would be, this particular person was nominated by somebody, and this is what it was, because we didn't have their permission. But I got 100% permission from everybody, which is truly a remarkable thing, because there's a lot of personal information there. There's a lot of possibly, potentially embarrassing information in there. And I just think that is another testimony of how special this, exactly, the safe space, exactly.
Absolutely.
So I hope that answers your question. I didn't want to colorize it or talk it up more than that. I didn't get any messages. Did you end up getting a hold of my dad? That's who I nominated. I don't know. Who did you nominate? Enthusiast, I don't know. Who did you nominate?
Real fast, big shout out to you guys, man, obviously, for putting together this awesome event, or whatever you want to call it. Not event.
Yeah.
It's a campaign.
Campaign. Sorry, I was drawing a blank there.
Oh, Juan Carlos. Yeah, so that one in particular. All right, enthusiasts, we'll talk about that off the air. I don't believe that I read him. I don't believe that we read him.
Oh, Tim's here from Japan. Hi, Tim.
Yeah, we didn't. Unfortunately,
Tim.
Unfortunately, we didn't. He didn't get anything. That's why we didn't reach out. I apologize for that. So we can talk about it after the show. All right. Anyway, Hawaii Tim, welcome to the show. The origin story is this. In 2000, to be safe, 2001, I was the second lieutenant at an ambulance squad in Barrington, New Jersey. And a woman approached me and said, hey, my son freshly graduated from high school, just got his EMT, he's looking to be an EMT. Would you consider having him come down here and volunteer some of his time? And I said, absolutely. We would love to have him volunteer his time down here. And she said, here's the thing. There's kind of a strange relationship between he and the rest of us. If you could periodically check in with us and just kind of let us know how our son is doing, what's he up to, and so on and so forth. And I said, absolutely, no problem. So this gentleman joined the squad, and he wrote as my third, because he needed obviously training. We weren't going to just let him ride as a second. So he wrote as a third, and eventually he became my partner. He did become my second. And I would every week or two, I would check in with his mom. Hey, he's doing well. He's living over here on, Hamilton Street, and he's looking for this book for Christmas. Crap like that. Just kind of giving him a heads up of what he was up to, and they were always very appreciative of that. Fast forward several years later, it was like 2000. I guess it was 2008. I went through a pretty. We went through the great housing collapse of 2007, 2008. I lost the house. I got divorced. I was rooming with another squad mate for a little while. He got his girlfriend pregnant. They needed to turn the spare bedroom into a nursery. I had to move out. And at that point, I didn't really have anywhere else to go. So I ended up squatting in a house. And it was like October, November, December. Yeah. So it was October, November, December. I was squatting in an abandoned house. And Emerson, the kid that I took under my wing, found out about it, and he contacted his parents and said, this is Aaron's situation. We need to fix this. And so his dad reached out to me and said, I'd like to meet you for breakfast. And he took me to breakfast and he said, listen, all these years ago, you took care of my son and my family when I needed you to take care of my son and my family. He's a doctor. He's a very established individual. He was just like, we have an entire third floor of our house that is not being occupied. We'd like you to move in with us until you can get your feet back underneath you. And so he brought me into his house with his family. He had a young daughter and a young son, and just trusted me like that. And then all the rent that he charged me when I moved out of the house, he gave back to me as a security deposit for my new apartment for me and my son. So all of these years later, where I am now the owner of my own company, he later became also my chief investor in my company. I'm in a position where even if I can't financially do a campaign like this, I can be a part of a campaign like this. And that's why it's very important to me that everybody in this chat room and everybody that's a part of this Pay It Forward campaign knows that it's not coming from Phoenix. It's coming from all of you that have come together to help people like me. And it's really important that you all know that. And that if we can help people like Adrian and Wheelchair Luke, David Teal, and Regal, we've done our jobs as human beings to take care of each other. And I don't give a damn about politics. I don't give a damn about whatever it is that you do. We're a community of brothers and sisters, the end. So Amen. That's why I do what we do at this. So that's the story of the Pay It Forward campaign, and now I have an obligation to pay it forward. The end. So if we're here tomorrow, so be it. We've done some good. I just want to leave this place a little bit better than when I found it.
I just want to share a message that I just got from Bradley Newton. He said, I feel very blessed and honored to be chosen as a recipient of your Pay It Forward campaign. Thank you so much for doing stuff like this. I feel like you gave me a spark I was desperately needing.
That's beautiful right there.
Very cool. Very cool.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, congratulations for another one in the books, Aaron.
We did it.
Yeah,
and
did
another one.
Yeah, we did.
Another one.
And another one. And another one. And another one.
That's what Aaron's going to be doing tonight with the alcohol.
That's right. That's right. I still got to go to work in the morning, but that's why I'm a professional drinker.
And another one.
Congratulations, though, guys. You really did a great turnout this year. Aaron, you never cease to amaze me, man. You act a little tough on the outside sometimes, but you're just a big old salt.
He's a buttercup over there.
Big old
He's
salt.
a buttercup.
If you kept that crying stinked up, I was going to have to jump in my truck, come down and give you a hug.
Warm clay. Warm clay.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Bill.
It was great hanging out with everybody tonight.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Hey, real quick, I do want to shout out to Titan Tim. I don't know if he's still in the chat room or not, but He said something that was extremely ignorant earlier today, and I'm going to call him out on public whatever this is.
Thank you, Kristi.
But I'm calling him out, and I don't care if it hurts his feelings or not.
Should we just end the stream right now?
No.
Are you sure this? I mean,
it needs to happen. Sure? It needs to happen. He
right
said,
now, right now.
This is what he said.
I mean,
all right.
This is what he said. This is a text message.
There we go. We warned him. Try to stop him.
He said, in case somebody drops out, if you'd like to have me on, I'm in front of my computer. And I said, you are such a media whore. X's and O's wasn't enough for you. And he said, nobody watched it against Thor. Only 3 people care about me anyway, so it's no big deal.
Time I watched it, I wasn't on live.
And I said to him, Tim, that language is not tolerated around here. Vulgarity is fine, but non-comedic self-deprecation is not. And I would appreciate it if you would take that back. And he said, I know, but if you don't do YouTube videos, they don't recognize you. Dragnet, just the facts. And I said, there's not a person.
Dragnet, just
I said,
the facts,
there
man.
is not a single person in chat that doesn't know who Titan Tim is.
Okay.
So, that being said, I want to go on record as saying that Titan Tim is an absolutely valuable component to not only just the Phoenix world, but the entire chat community and everybody that floats around in here. So you can just take that kind of language and cram it, Titan Tim.
I agree.
Thank you.
Totally. That was a lot less damaging than I thought you were going to bring. I thought you were bringing
going that way.
Yeah.
I'm just
saying, it was
saying,
gonna be bad.
No, that's it. I'm airing it out. Grievances. We're doing Festivus right now. Christmas is over.
Hey, he's part of the brotherhood, part of the sisterhood. He needs to be recognized that he is a valuable community member, and I'm just not going to say that kind of nonsense. I'm just not.
Very much so, Titan Tim.
He is super appreciated.
Thank you. That's where I was driving the bus. All right. So with that, I think we did a very successful 2024 Pay It Forward campaign. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, all of you guys, for watching. Everybody that donated, everybody that nominated. Thank you guys, all of you guys. Really.
Yeah. Start donating for 2025.
Yeah, 2025 starts now. So
yeah, I saw someone said they got the pressure washer on lock for next year. So
you know what? Speaking of which, speaking of pressure washers and cars with Keeve, as we all know, I try to get down to see Tim at least every other summer, if not every summer, down there at Myrtle's Beach. And Cars with Keeve lives in Atlanta, and I talked to him earlier, and he said, when you get to Myrtle Beach, let me know, and he'll meet me. And he has apparently like some 20-some power washers to give away.
Ooh, get it.
Right? So I said, all right, I'm going down to Myrtle Beach. I'll meet Cars with Keeve there.
Yeah.
Titan Tim can take us all out for crab legs, and then
bring a trailer.
And then I'll get all those pressure washers for 2025. Pay it forward.
Yeah, bring a trailer. Really?
That's nuts. He said he's got a whole room filled with stuff. So
we got 2 driving down to MTE this year, man. So I mean, if you guys need us to stop on the way home and pick them up, I'm sure we'll have room.
Hey, Christian, I got to talk to you about MTE, by the way.
Okay.
Well, I want to ride your coattails to the MTE.
He wants to ride what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever it takes. I don't care. I don't have any. I have no pride.
You talk so much. You talk so much about Eric and Adrian.
I have no pride. I don't care. Whatever it takes.
Felt left out. That's what it was.
Just ask House of Thor about my hot wings. I have no pride left. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever it takes.
It was cozy left. Eric, you hear that? He felt left out. That's what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
Shameless plug real fast for us. We're going to probably be doing a New Year's Eve show. I'm not certain how long it's going to go. Aaron said he might be popping on just to say hello and, do his thing. So if you guys are around on Tuesday night and you want to hang out, come stop by. Fucking homies. We'll be there. Who knows how long, how it's going to work out, but
I would love to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Wait, do the giveaways first before you invite this guy.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'll just kick him. I'll kick him back out into the backstage while we do any
Yeah,
questions.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
bring him back in afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Ryan, you got it, buddy. We're gonna make a whole affair. It'll be awesome.
All right, everybody. I got a
That's awesome.
13-year-old, well, 12-year-old basset hound that's slapping at her water dish because she's demanding. So I got to
I
get
see
running.
that tail back there.
Yeah, she's back there somewhere. I don't know if you guys be able to get. I can't probably show you, but I don't know where.
No, I can see. I see her tail through that doorway
Yeah,
flapping.
I see it right there.
That's
Oh
one.
yeah, there she is. There she is.
Adele, come here. She won't turn. She's so stubborn. So stubborn.
Did you name her that because she's shaped like a sausage, like an Adele sausage, or is...
So when I first got her, she was real whiny and singing all the time. I couldn't name her. So I was right when Adele came out, so I was like, I'm gonna call you Adele.
Okay.
So
That's
I got another one back there. Someone, her name's Mama. She's got the worst name ever, dude. She gets out all the time in the backyard screaming. I'm like, Mama, get over here. 2 o'clock. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. She's running.
I'm sure your neighbors are like, what
dude,
the?
it's so big. She's like, when it's late, you try to like yell quietly. So you're like,
Mama, I swear to God, I will beat your ass. Mama,
get your ass over here right now.
Years ago, you guys, I had a neighbor years ago. They had a dog named Stella that would always get out. So to hear them come out at 2-3 in the morning, Stella, I would be dying in my apartment.
Dude. It's the worst. It's the worst. I got a gate. Yeah, I got a gate in front of my driveway. She'll boogie in 2 seconds. The worst, man.
All right, Christian. Well, thank you so much for dedicating your time and products.
Oh yeah, look at her.
Products.
There's another one sitting right behind her. She's probably gonna sit on her face right now. Yeah, I think she just did. She's so disrespectful to the young one. So bad. It really is. Yeah, we're talking about you. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm out of here. I hope everybody has an awesome. What's today? Wednesday, Thursday night? Thursday night?
Thursday?
Yeah.
Hey, stick around for this ending. I did this ending just for you. All right. Everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Christian, we'll see you next year. And on that,
I won't give up, I'm alive 'cause of you. You give me hope, give